If you have ever heard an advanced vocabulary word being used and not sure what it meant, you're not alone. To better understand people who are supercilious, that means when someone thinks they're better than you are and trying to talk over your head, or are obfuscating the message, that means they're trying to hide the real meaning of what they're saying. It takes a larger and more complex vocabulary of advanced words to increase your ability to truly understand what they're saying and what they mean. One of those words that comes up frequently is conciliation, not to be confused with reconciliation. That's a similar word, but not quite the same. A good basic meaning of conciliation is when there is a process, action, or a willingness that aims to end an argument, a disagreement, or dispute between opposing people, groups, or countries that's done in a friendly and peaceful manner that avoids legal proceedings or the use of force. Similar words or synonyms for conciliation are peacemaking, mediation, arbitration, intervention, facilitation, conference, give and take, discussion, alliance, armistice, pacification, and appeasement. Other word forms of conciliation, that's a noun, are conciliate, that's a verb, conciliatory, an adjective, and conciliator, also a noun. I'm going to skip the antonyms or opposite words and get right into how conciliation is used in a sentence, but a quick favor first. I would truly appreciate it if you could take 2 seconds to show your support by smashing that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to keep up with learning more words that are designed to increase your understanding and use of advanced words that have great meaning, and they can be fun to learn and use in your conversations, videos, and presentations. Thanks. Here's several sentences of how conciliation and its word forms are used in a sentence. When one side of a dispute makes threats, it tends to discourage rather than promote conciliation to make peace. All attempts at conciliation failed the diplomats' limited offers that left the two sides still in dispute. A conciliation was brokered by a third party, and the dispute ended peacefully with both sides feeling slightly unsatisfied at the outcome. The protesters felt no need to conciliate with the government, as they knew they had a stronger position and the majority of people to support them in the dispute. To end the argument, his willingness to overly flatter, appease, and conciliate to his adversary's demands showed one of his weaknesses at diplomacy. The deal was largely the result of a more conciliatory approach that gave away more concessions and favored the aggressor. The politician was never short on her opinions, but when confronted with facts and evidence, she quickly took a conciliatory tone and made herself unavailable with excuses of having a conflicting schedule. The two sides finally agreed to appoint a neutral conciliator to bring the issue to a close. The judge offered to appoint a conciliator to resolve the case. However, the offer was refused by both sides, forcing the case to go to trial. The best way to learn more about advanced vocabulary words is to learn and start using at least 1 to about 3 words a week, so you're not overwhelmed with a preponderance of new words, and then use them in conversation as soon and as often as possible. Also, if you hear or see a word that's new, confusing, or not familiar, send it to me through the link in the description below. Remember that my goal is to provide you with a preponderance of words for success that you can quickly learn to use in school, work, and throughout all areas of your life to be better informed and be able to communicate at a higher level. I'll see you online soon.